Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Monica. In today's video, I'm going to recommend you some novellas. Hey guys, so I guess this is Kismet. I filmed this video that you're about to see like Saturday night or Sunday night, something like that. I was pre-filming, getting some stuff done. And then all of a sudden on Instagram, Tiff from Tiff Talks Pages, she announced the Novellathon. They do a Novellathon, I think, once or twice a year, but I haven't heard anything because I haven't heard anything from their YouTube channels or anything until she had it on her stories. No clue that this was happening until I saw it on Tiff's stories. I had already pre-filmed and I had already filmed the recommendation video you're about to see. And I don't know if you guys are following Books with Samantha or Rachel Reads and Sings or Ava Reads Romance Books or Tiff Talks Pages. I hope you guys do. I absolutely love them. They are fantastic. I felt like this was Kismet, so I wanted to give you guys this little information. So the Novellathon is going to be on October 23rd through October 26th, and they're gonna have reading sprints on Tiff Talks Pages on 10/24 at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then they're gonna have a live show with Books with Samantha on her channel on 10/25 at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And they have prompts. Their prompts are orange pumpkins or fall leaves on the cover, mystery magic monsters, thriller, LGBTQ rep, BIPOC author or disability rep. And I guess they have a group book. It's Boo Thang by Risley Adams. I will put that right there so you can see what it looks like. I'm really happy that they're doing this, but again, I'm not affiliated with this read along or this readathon. Never have been. But since I was making a recommendation video for Novellas, I thought it would be kind of fun to shout them out. So I hope you guys do join the Novellathon. Again, they don't even know I'm making this intro, and I don't even think they knew that I was making this video. So here are some of my recommendations for some really good novellas that you could read. So I just want to go over some novellas that I like so far. I'm not going to do a Christmas one because the Christmas ones I really want to keep for like November, December, so I can give you more recommendations then. But for the most part, these are just ones that I've liked so far that I would recommend. First one is Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood. This one's been around. I gave it 4.5 stars. It felt like Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan fiction. It really did. So our heroine has been battling against this vampire slayer that's been stalking her for centuries, right? And when he finds her again in New York, he has lost his memory, which I think is very funny. Anyway, so she ends up in his house, his apartment, which is very close to hers. And she's like, what am I going to do? And it was just a lot of fun. It was a good time. I felt like that he was the Buffy character and she was the Angel character. I just absolutely loved it. And I would recommend that one. Another one I really liked was Spicy Little Curses by J.T. Geisinger. This one has a 3.56 rating on Goodreads. And I mean, I really liked it. I felt like I was reading a J.T. Geisinger book. I really liked our hero. He was a grump. She was a journalist writing a puff piece story about the magical world of New Orleans, and he is a cursed man, and he has these cursed tattoos, and he can't fall in love with anybody, or she cannot fall in love with him because then she'll die. That's part of the curse, and she helps him break the curse. And I just really liked it. I felt like J.T. Geisinger's voice just came out in this, and I absolutely had a good time. I gave it 4 stars. And then the other one that I read in that series was Space Vampire by Ruby Dixon. It was vampires in space. He was a vampire hybrid. It's Ruby Dixon. I knew what I was getting myself into. It was a lot of fun. I had the best time with that book. I did not take it seriously. That's the type of book you can't take seriously. You're there for the vibes, you're there for the ride. And it is insta love because, I mean, it's a novella and it's Ruby Dixon. I mean, Dice Planet Barbarian series. I mean, come on. So yeah, nope. I gave that 3.5 stars. I knew what I was getting into. I really liked it. I had the best time with it. And I'd recommend that one. Next book I want to recommend to you is The Fall Risk by Abby Jimenez. This is a standalone novella. This is about Charlotte and Seth. Seth is the next door neighbor to Charlotte, and Charlotte is in hiding because of a stalker who is just not taking no for an answer, and it got to the point where she has to hide. They end up getting stuck together during Valentine's Day because someone just cut off the wrong set of stairs, so they couldn't get out of their apartments. They just clicked together and they were stuck for a while, and I loved how their friends gave them food and stuff and had a pulley so they could get it up in a bucket and stuff, and I just loved how they just got each other. I mean, this is definitely instant love simply because it is a novella, and this would have been an interesting full-length book, but I don't know if there was enough plot to make it a full-length book. But for what it was, I was very satisfied. He does like really fun little gestures, like he puts a kiddie pool out so they can have like a hot tub type thing. It was really cute. I recommend this one. So the next one I would recommend to you guys is Michaela's Big Bad by Tijan. This is a paranormal holiday romance novella, and this one is about Michaela. She is a energy siphon, I think that's what she is. She walks in on her boyfriend having sex with a vampire. Basically throws a fork at him, if I remember correctly. Anyway, she leaves him and goes to her best friend's house. Her best friend's a demon, and her best friend works at this nightclub. They tell Michaela that she should not go, that she will be in a lot of trouble if she goes to the nightclub. So what does Michaela does? She goes to the nightclub and she meets the Big Bad. And the Big Bad, he's a lot of fun. So I would recommend this book. It is a lot of fun. The characters were very entertaining. This was a smutty good time, but it also had a pretty good plot to it. And it has shifters in it, and has vampires, and has this whole paranormal world. I would recommend this one. This one's really good. So the next one I would recommend to you guys is The Dandelion Diary by Devney Perry. This is book 2.5 in her Mason Jar series. This one is a good little toe dip into the Mason Jar world. You don't have to read the first two to read this one. It can be read as a standalone, and it is a full-length story. The plot is just really well done in this one. And this one is about Jeff and Delia. Jeff's daughter is Katie, and Delia is Katie's teacher. She's not allowed to date her student's dad, except that Katie wants her dad to date Miss Adler, who is Delia, and it goes from there. It is super cute. It is a quick, good time. I loved how the story progressed. I loved the romance, and it really felt like a full-length novel. So I would recommend this one if you want to try out Devney Perry, if you haven't tried her out yet. And it's a quick little foray into what she can do. I absolutely love that one, and I would recommend it. So the last novella I would recommend is Six Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. This is book 1.5 in her Crowns of Nyaxia series. I've read the first book in Crowns of Nyaxia series, and I have not picked any other ones up except for this one, because everyone said this is one of her best, and I don't disagree with this. This was a full-length book. It's a fantasy romance about a human girl and a vampire, and it is very short. It is a very complete story, and the characters are well developed. So this is about Lilith, who was born sick, and she knows death is going to be prevalent in her life because she could die at any time. So when her father dies, her whole town starts getting sick, and she's fighting these ailments in an outside force. Then she leaves her home to go to a vampire who lives not far out of town, and she finds out some very interesting things, and it's the romance is between our heroine Lilith and the vampire. And I really, really devoured this book. This book was one of my favorite books of, I want to say 2021 or 2. I don't remember. It was in 2023. It was in 2023. I absolutely adore this novella. It is short, but you get a full-length story and a decent romance that's paranormal in a fantastical world. And Carissa Broadbent really, when she focused on this story, she cut out all the fluff, and it was just perfect. Like, this is my favorite book she's ever written. So, and I will continue on the Crowns of Nyaxia series when I get back in the mood for that type of book. But anyway, those are a few novellas that I would recommend. I will be doing a holiday recommendation video for novellas probably in November or at the beginning of December. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I know I want to do that for you guys because I love holiday novellas. They are a lot of fun. So anyway, let me know if you've read any of these or if you have any novellas that you can recommend to me. Always looking for new things to read. And if you made this far in this video and you want to let me know in the chair, please leave me a ghost emoji because I'm wearing my ghost jammies. And until next time, my friends, happy reading. Bye.